Hey, how's it going guys? Origami here, welcome back to the channel, and unfortunately there's not going to be a deck profile this week or potentially maybe one more week because this new pack has dropped, DMPP-15, and so the meta is kind of in flux right now. You don't really know what decks actually work. Some decks might work now which don't work later. Some decks might be unplayable now which will be, top of the meta. So what I'm going to do today is a mini pack opening. I actually accidentally busted 20 packs, the ones they give for free when the new packs drop. I think I only got I think 2 of the water SR, which is kind of cool, but I don't think it's going to be very meta. One thing for sure is a lot of the cards are out, but I don't have the English translation yet. Although maybe we can have a rough idea, but obviously we want SRs, right? Like usually they will be the most useful cards anyways. A few familiar faces. I would say Balcadias is one of the last decks in this Psychic era that I actually played, like in real life. Pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure this Waterlight card is also supposedly very good. I don't know the effect. Of course, these evolutions, psychic evolution creatures, which are like, they evolve and then they summon a psychic creature as well, can be very powerful in terms of the kind of mana efficiency. And then you have the Genji double cross psychic from this, if I'm not wrong. So just a mini pack opening. I'm going to be doing 3 of this promo 10p plus 1 guaranteed SR because that's generally, I feel, the most value. And we can discuss a little bit about this, but let's jump right into it first. If you're free to play, of course you're not getting it, but let's see what we get here first. Looks like an SR fire. Yes, so we get the Genji double cross, I think, psychic evolution spell. Pretty cool. I don't know if there's a secret rare version. I don't think this is the secret rare version if it is. Yep, but definitely one of the picks that we would have wanted from this pack anyways. Nothing here. And yeah, so I was saying, oh, this is another interesting one. This is like sort of a chain evolution if I'm not wrong. I didn't expect to see this. This will definitely be one of the interesting decks to look out for. I don't think it's very strong, but it'll probably be like tier 2, tier 3. But it's going to be quite fun and I think relatively cheap to build. I hope I'm not going to be wrong on that. At least it's a little bit more interesting. Yep, so as I was saying, I'm going for this, oh, sudden VR. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going for like the promo 3 times 10 packs plus the SR because that's generally the most value. I think the rares, commons and uncommons are very easy to craft and most people are just lacking like VRs and SR, mainly SR. So getting a guaranteed SR is kind of one of the best things you can do. I think that's a very good spell. I can't remember what it does though. This is like rings a bell in my internal memory, but can't remember. I'll get to it. But also there can be changes to the card effects compared to the real cards, real life cards. So we'll just take it as it is. 1 SR, 2 VRs, very nice, and we get the guaranteed SR as well. The psychic creature. Yep. Next one, next 10. Ooh, I think that's a guaranteed SR. Just now we didn't get a guaranteed SR, but we got the SR inside anyways. I think this is it. Let's see. The dark one, probably the evolution. Yep, the psychic evolution card. I always found it strange that you can get duplicate cards in the same pack. I don't remember there being duplicate cards in the same pack for the real life cards. VR? I'm going on a little bit of a dry spell. Another VR, and that looks like a foil. That looks very cool, but I'm not sure if that's really going to be very useful. The light and dark creatures. So one SR2 VRs again. And this one's a foil. Plus we're gonna get that SR ticket. And the last one. No, gosh, I skipped it. I'm so sorry guys. Big mistake. We get an R, and serves me right, honestly. 2 VRs, one of these we've gotten before, and another one. I'm sure we have that but in foil. No SRs for this one, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I'm glad I skipped it so we don't have to go through, you know, seeing that animation for no SRs. Let's go into the SR packs. What do you think it will be? One that we don't have, the nature, there's only one of them, I think. Looks like a Neopha variant or something like that. Also an evolution psychic creature. Next one. I think we're getting quite a good spread. I don't think we have any duplicates. I mean, aside from the water one that I already have 2 of. So far all of these are new. This is going to be an important one, I think. Ah yes, Balcadius. So this, at least when I played it, it was destroy all your opponent's creatures and your opponent can't cast spells. So strong and like so game ending, but somehow, and it only evolves on an angel or demon command. This is 8 mana instead of 10 mana. I can't read Japanese, but I don't think the effect is any different, but it's lower in mana. Is that a buff? But you know, it wasn't really played a lot despite how strong, like it seems like an end-all card, but it wasn't really that strong in the real life TCG. But I'm glad to pull this. Definitely something I want to try out, and at least it's a new card. And we get another one of the water SR. I think I have 3 of these, and I don't even think you want a playset of it. I'm not sure about that. Yep, so that's pretty cool. Oh, okay, I got one more pack and maybe a few more gem pulls. Let's see if we get anything. Nothing here. 1 a day gem pull. 2 rares, which is not bad, but can I max this? Nothing. And then maybe I'll just pull this. DMPP-15, nothing. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards we have. We have the Genji. First of all, 3 of this. I think the effect is like an alternate win con. If you have 11 creatures, I think when you end your turn or something like that. Not you, I guess. In total, 11 creatures, which is gonna be very hard to do in Duel Masters play. So I'm not sure this is gonna be a very useful card. Well, why does it jump like this? We get 1 of the Balcadius, and then 1 of the Dark Psychic Evolution. This is the Genji, the rare Genji. I don't like it when they classify, you know, these hyperspatial cards as SRs. Yep, we get this also, the Nature Evolution that goes into Neopha. And yeah, that's the spell for Genji. I'd say a decent pull. Yep, the only thing I wish I would have gotten maybe is just this guy and the... honestly, you really wouldn't mind getting any of the SRs. Honestly, I think the worst one to get might be this, which I have 3 of. But you know, generally, because I'm a content creator, I probably want to get playable amounts of each, and which is why I always go for these packs when they come out, even though I try to be F2P for most of my games. But this one's a little bit harder. In terms of value, we can discuss this. I think that's the best value you're ever gonna get. Guaranteed SRs, you should always go for that if you can. Sometimes you get lucky and, like, you know, I think for DMPP-12, was it the next list, I pulled and then I got like 2 necks and 2 of this evolution necks, and so I could craft the remaining very easily. The rest aren't really that useful in terms of outside of that one deck that they play in. and so I was pretty fine with that. Generally, it's good if you want to play all the decks, or if you're a content creator and you want to try all the decks and showcase all the decks like me. I kind of think it's a good way to get some of the SRs, then craft the remaining that you need, especially. So I often like rather get one copy of each instead of like 3 or 4 copies of one, even if it's very good, I would think, because it's easier to make the decision and round off the cards by crafting. But I would say this game is totally free to play in the sense that you don't have to get every single card. The problem with that is then you probably have to choose the deck you want to play very carefully, and then you have to sort of dust the other cards in order to get the materials to craft the cards that you need for your deck. And then when the rotation comes, it's quite painful in that sense. And yeah, so I would say all in all, it's the best value you're gonna get. Yet at the same time, I don't really think it's worth it for the average player. Like, you don't really need all the SRs. If you rank Duel Masters or Platinum, you get enough crafting materials together with like your daily coins to build the decks that you want. Not too extravagant. You have to, you know, sacrifice certain SRs that you don't use, which some people might not want to do, but that's the way you're gonna have to do it, and I think that's the best way. Just free to play and focus on the decks you want to, instead of trying to build every single deck. And I think, yeah, but in that sense, Duel Masters Play is really one of the games that can be really free to play compared to something else that you must get an SR, or there is no crafting system or no trading system. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make deck profiles, but I'm not ready to use all my Duel Masters points to craft cards that aren't gonna be useful. So I'm gonna wait a little bit to see roughly at least the meta start to show some direction leaning one way or another before I get into deck profiles, because I don't think it will be useful deck profiles for you guys if I just try to come up with something off the top of my head right now. Even if I did that, I probably have to playtest a bit, so it's probably going to be a week or slightly more than that before my next deck profile. But I'm going to be playing some Digimon Survive. If you haven't seen, the first episode is already out. Do go check that out. But don't worry, the deck profiles will be back once this meta sort of stabilizes and I get a grip of it. And if you like what you see, do help me drop a like on the video below, because it does really help the channel a lot, and it's a lot of encouragement for me to continue doing videos. Subscribe if you want to see more Duel Masters Play content or other mobile gaming content as well. You can suggest what you want to see. I'll try my best to do it. And thank you guys so much for your support. Until next time, stay safe. Bye bye.